Game tonight, guys. It's the big game. Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode of FC RAMSAY, and this is the mask which I am going to wear unless and until Kylian Mbappe is going to score for the Los Blancos. Still, there are 12 minutes. We will be having a watch along of Real Madrid facing AC Milan at their home of Santiago Bernabeu, as well as that of Leverkusen traveling to Anfield to face the mighty Liverpool, who are under Arne Slot doing those moments so good. So yes, there is a Q&A over here that who is going to win. It is it the Los Blancos against the Reds, where there is an epic clash between these two football legendary clubs. And yes, definitely AC Milan is equal with the winning streak as compared to that of Real Madrid. Both the teams, if you talk about, they have got those winning edges. And yes, on head to head, there has been, if you talk about for the past 10 years, then Real has got those 4 wins. But definitely in the lookout, it will be that these long fixtures of the Champions League, when nothing is much there, what is there in store for these two teams? Do hit the chat over here where you can just have, and yes, the watch link are given in our Discord. The description is given in the video as well as in the channel description. Talking about the lineups, yes, definitely we are having the likes of Kylian Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. He is going to be there. But the most astonishing part is that after the arrival of Kylian Mbappe, that has been, Rodrigo is off the pitch. Just look at Ancelotti. Rodrigo, the man who did so many things, is just off the pitch, and he has stuck to that 4-3-1-2 formation. And yes, Los Blancos going with this formation, it is going to be too tactical, because in the midfield they are having the likes of Modric, Tchouameni as well as Valverde. And yes, this mask of Kylian Mbappe is definitely going to be with me unless and until he scores for Real Madrid in the Champions League in the upcoming fixtures. Yes, Brahim Diaz is back from his injuries. Camavinga is there, the likes of Garcia, Gonzalez. But yes, Courtois is not there. Daniel Carvajal is not there. Vasquez is there on the right back. The player, he is one of the senior most in the Los Blancos right now. And there will be concerns about his gameplay too. So yes, what are your thoughts that whether this team can survive in the Champions League season, or there has to be some sort of other strategies which Ancelotti has to make, or is that the last season where Ancelotti is on his verge of retirement from Los Blancos, or is he going to be like a lose? But yes, believe in Ancelotti against Paulo Fanesca from Milan. Just have a stat that Ancelotti gives his players the right amount of time which they need for those build-ups, and definitely it is going to be too worthy to watch, because all the players who are going to come to the pitch, they will definitely have those characters build up, because Ancelotti generally gives time to the players to get those characters in them just to learn from their mistakes. And the most aspiring thing is that he has done for the previous seasons as well as for the past 20 years he has been doing, and getting 5 Champions League is not a matter of joke. So believe in this process, and yes, Madrid is definitely going to get a very good stint over here. But talking about Milan on this aspect, see, Milan has got some kind of, if you look at the table over here, if we just have a switch to what Milan has to do, just look over here, guys. I hope the screen has changed. Yes, it is. just have a look at these stats where Milan has got this lineup. And in total of head to head, where Madrid has got those wins and Milan is there, but it is an epic battle because in the previous many years we have seen that this number of Real getting those 4 wins, it is for the past 10 years only. But if you look back from the start of the Champions League, then both Real Madrid and AC Milan, they are having equal number of wins as well as equal number of draws against each other. So yes, this stat is not that viable. But talking of the table over here, definitely Ancelotti has to do something. But let me tell you one thing, guys. In the Champions League, these are the fixtures. You have to be on the two-third of this table. If there is the total of 36 teams who are playing in this, if you talk about it, you have to be on this 24th position to be eligible to qualify for this. So yes, this is not a big deal which many teams will be having, because the likes of many teams who haven't yet got a win, talking of that of Strumgrass, Belgrade, Salzburg, Young Boys, Bratislava, so many teams will get eliminated. And yes, to be on the top 24, it is not much a big deal in this Champions League. The players are going to play, they are going to have those matches. But yes, in the top 24, if you talk about, definitely many teams will qualify. It will be a long watch because already only 3 games have been played. I mean, 3 match days for each team are just yet over, and a total of 5 games are yet left. And today is the fourth match day of most of the teams starting. This match day, we will witness that the likes of Real Madrid, AC Milan, and that of Liverpool and that of Leverkusen. So yes, Paulo Fonseca under Milan, he is doing those things too good with his decent record. Just look at it, he has got those wins. But yes, against Napoli, Antonio Conte in the Serie A, as well as in the match against Fiorentina, Milan has got those 2 losses. But yes, Real Madrid in the previous game, they were up against the likes of Osasuna, but that match was a bit postponed. I mean, my mistake. I mean, those floods had really just postponed those matches. So the previous match, it was against Barcelona. They had a win against Dortmund, that of Celta Vigo and Villarreal, as well as against Lille, that was a defeat. So yes, talking about this table, Real Madrid has got those 2 wins and 1 loss. That is the table, and they are at the 13th of the position. But yes, AC Milan, if you talk about them, they are at the number 25 with 1 win and 2 losses. So yes, Milan has to win this, and this epic rivalry will definitely give some kind of boost to the teams. Talking about here, just have a look at it. Here are the lineups where Liverpool and Bayer Leverkusen are facing. And in this game, definitely Liverpool, which they are having the likes of Tassimicus on the left back, Robertson has been dropped, Van Dijk is back to the squad, Konate, there were some news that he was under injury, but yes, Konate is also on the squad. Alexander Arnold has been chosen on the right backs. But yes, the pairing of Luis Diaz, Jones, and Gakpo has been chosen, whereas Darwin Nunes has been dropped from the slot, and Salah on the right wing. So yes, it will be the moment where McAllister and Gravenberg on the midfield. Yes, it was the most, I mean, most of the times they were the likes of starting with Szoboszlai, but Arne Slot is not giving Szoboszlai that time in the squad, whereas he is much preferring McAllister with the likes of Gravenberg in the midfield. But yes, Alisson Becker, their elite goalkeeper, he is under injury. Harvey Elliott, Diogo Jota, as well as Federico Chiesa, the new signing. But yes, Slot has clinched to the top of the Premier League table, and their win has definitely guaranteed them that spot, as well as Guardiola from the Premier League has just dropped to the second positions. But yes, Leverkusen under Xabi Alonso, just have a look at their Alonso in the midfields, he has chosen Palacios as well as Granit Xhaka, the two iconic midfields from Leverkusen the previous season, as well as the likes of Garcia has been chosen. I mean, neither Nathan Taylor nor Hoffman and Andrik has been dropped. It is the like of Palacios starting in the midfields for Leverkusen. Hideki being the goalkeeper, Jonathan Tah, Tapsova and Hincap on the backs, and Boniface being the striker. Yes, the substitutes where Hoffman can be seen, Nathan Taylor can be seen, and the definite Patrick Schick is back into the team from a stint of injuries for a few matches. He is there, but the likes of Mukele, he has got that injury. Terrier Dini Channing is also under injury, as well as Adley is on an injury. But yes, Belosian being there is also in. So yes, injuries for many of the clubs in this Champions League, and they definitely have to prove. Let us just switch back to the Real Madrid and Milan. This is the game which we'll be having a watch along of, and definitely everyone will get to witness that what is the most annoying thing which Madrid can do, or is it that AC Milan getting that win, or is it that the likes of Leverkusen getting past Liverpool? Because yes, Leverkusen has just had a loss at the Bundesliga against Leipzig, and Real Madrid just having one loss against Barcelona. So yes, top contenders for this Champions League night just have to wait and watch that what is going. And yes, Karim Benzema has said that Mbappe must need to adapt to the Madrid role and forget the best in the world, Vinicius. So definitely Kylian Mbappe has to cope up with those positions and those playing capabilities which he has to perform. Yes, they are the likes of Dortmund facing Sturmgrass as well. Leipzig against Celtic is also there, and Lille and Juventus, as well as the likes of Sporting CP facing Manchester United. So just have a look at over here that what are the lineups of Sporting CP and Manchester City. It is that Sporting CP Ruben Amorim who is on in the talk of the town with the likes of his favorite player Gyökeres, Gonzalez and Trincao doing those performance. But in the fields he had got Homeland as well as Morita. So yes, Sporting CP manager Ruben Amorim, he hasn't yet got a defeat in this season. He has won 10 out of their 10 games, whereas Guardiola was also unbeaten in the Premier League, but he got his first defeat this season, and that was against Tottenham in the EFL, the Carabao Cup. And yes, Guardiola has got that defeat in the Premier League as well. That was a setback. Just talking about their injuries, he has got Haaland fit to the spot, Foden there. And here the game starts between Real Madrid and AC Milan. So do just stay tuned to it, guys. This is all about it. We are back to the watch along, which we will be having Leverkusen and Liverpool. The game has started just now. And yes, the flood victims in Valencia, they are being just given those sort of grief moment at the stadium. So it is quite a witness because yes, Real Madrid had a match against Valencia and that match was also postponed. So there has been many victims, and Valencia under flood, they have faced it. So a moment of silence for them. So yes, that brief moment is over and we can have that watch along, and definitely those people from Valencia who has faced those grief moments, they must get those relief as soon as possible. That is what we can do at this moment. So yes, the game has started and Madrid has the possession. Rudiger, he is staying bit deep. Rodrigo is being there. Here is the lineup. You can have a watch over here. The game between Sporting CP and Manchester City has also started. Lille and Juventus staying over here. So yes, four of the epic matches, as well as there is Dortmund who is also facing. So what do you guys think that they are going to win this? Liverpool are a bit aggressive looking at their Anfield for those build-ups, especially in the early 2 minutes of gameplay. Kylian Mbappe on the aggressive mode, he is trying to be some sort of possession, but it is Rafael on the left wings. That is some offside for him. Rafael against Vasquez, that will be a good watch in this game. Just have those moments, guys, because Rafael against Vasquez will be those moments which Milan will definitely look to get. That is Vinicius Jr. He is moving to the left wings, but no, that was some kind of miss pass to it. And yes, what do you guys think that who is going to get these score sheets? So early, which team is going to get those score sheets? Damn, City has scored! Manchester City has scored! Oh my god! Who is that who has gone past that defense from Ruben Amorim? Dang, Manchester City has scored, guys! What a big moment that is! Foden has scored in the 4th minute for Manchester City. Dang! That was Kylian Mbappe with his right foot getting onto the far post. No! Magnan just need not to worry about that. But yes, that was definitely a moment which could have happened. Some sort of interesting things are happening over here, guys. Some sort of interesting things are happening over here. Let me just put these scoring cards over here so that you guys can have a watch. Modric going for those far corners to Vasquez, but Vasquez against Rafael. That is the competition in this match. I am going to say it quite often. Rafael going against Vasquez, that will be a good watch. If Vasquez can get hold of Rafael, then it will not be a worry for them. Reinders has got some kind of good performances in the UEFA Nations League. Pulisic is there from Milan. He is that experienced player. Alvaro Morata is the striker, but yes, he won't make that stunt. Gakpo with his left footer. No, that was a block. So yes, early goal for Manchester City in just 4 minutes of gameplay. But we are witnessing the matches between Liverpool and Leverkusen. That is Theo Hernandez. Damn, he has cut into the box. But what? It was straight into the hands of Andrew Lunin. Good job, Lunin. Make those things count. Chouameni, Kylian is speeding in. Kylian has got those touches. He is dribbling. Vinicius, Kylian, get that shot, bro. Get it. Valverde, Kylian Mbappe. Damn. Mbappe was close. Mbappe was inside that box. Just a small touch to it would have just yielded a goal. Mbappe is having those moments, guys. Mbappe is having those moments. I'm getting excited. Mbappe is getting those nerves. Vinicius Junior, Kylian again. That is a foul to Kylian Mbappe. Give him a card over there. That is a clear foul. That is a clear foul. Mbappe just had to have. That was Tomori with that tackle. Mbappe was inches close, guys. He was inches close. Who is going to take that free kick? Modric is going to take that free kick. Will he go for those curlers? Magnan is there. Tomori, Royal and Thaw at the defense. Theo Hernandez has joined them. Morata has also joined the wall. Rudiger and Bellingham having those tricky moments. Get that free kick converted, Modric. You are our legend. Get it converted. At the age of 39, Modric, can he get that free kick? Yes, he has. He was close, but that was straight for Magnan. The ball needed some kind of power to it, but yes, Magnan was prepared for those far posts. Magnan is a good goalkeeper. He will have those moments. Yes, Tomori and the likes of Theo, they are doing good. Reinders is also there with the likes of Fofana and Musa. But what is in store for AC Milan? A throw for the Reds. Theo Hernandez. He has got Fofana. Magnan just getting that clearance. The ball is off for a throw and it is Real Madrid getting that throw. But let me tell you guys, this game is at Santiago Bernabeu and anything is going to happen because the stadium is going to close and you don't know what is going to make you just burn. Let me just check this chat box and let me that. Yes guys, those of you who are watching, do give us those likes, those share and those subscribe moments. It definitely just helps us. Some sort of injuries, that is. Referee is talking to Theo Hernandez. What is the plot going on over there with Theo Hernandez? The match referee being Slavako in kick. Don't get us those depressing moments. That is a Chouameni tackle. But yes, Pulisic is seen back on his feet. No, that is Morata, the number 7. Morata is that striker who is at number 7 for AC Milan, but yes, he is back on his feet. Good tackle from Chouameni, just getting those interceptions quite well. The game has just stopped for a while due to this injury, and Magnine with that passing to Thor. The likes of Musa and Fofana, let me make it straight to you guys. If you talk about the midfield where Musa and Fofana are playing, definitely after 68 minutes, these players get much of those requirement of fresh legs because they don't make those moves after the 68 minutes. That is the place where Madrid has got those opportunities. Rafael Leo, Tomori, Tomori to Reinders to Rafael Leo. He has made his move, but was that an offside? No, Rafael Leo is on. Good block from Militao. So yes, this is the strategy which is looking because from the left wings, AC Milan are going to make those moves with Theo Hernandez as well as Rafael Leo. And Rafael Leo overtaking Lucas Vasquez from the right backs. That is the most annoying part that will happen. Milan with that corner. Damn, Milan has scored. Look at that corner. What the heck? That is Thor, the German player. He has scored. What a header that was. AC Milan has scored in just 11 minutes of gameplay. Andre Lunin was there, but that header, it should have been a block. Look at that cross. There was Valverde to the block. Tomori. No. Chouameni just couldn't have that visualization. He was just pushed by Thor and he just gets ahead. That is some kind of defense, some kind of lack of defense, I would say. Thor just got that header because he just had a push to Chouameni. And yes, the Madrid defense were not that ready for this. Thor is a tall guy, guys. I mean, if you look at the stats of Thor, he is 197 centimeters. Just let me make you guys believe in this. Thor is the guy. He is from Germany and he has got those height. I mean, he is too tall, 191 centimeters. Just let you guys have a watch over here that what is Thor. Just look at it, guys. Thor is having those 191 centimeter heights. Yes, Rudiger is also having that height. Chouameni is also having that height, but Thor is, I mean, he's a giant. Malik Theo is a giant. Just look at the height of Chouameni. Chouameni was there on the interception. He has got 185 centimeters of height. I'm talking about the likes of Rudiger. Just look at it. Rudiger is having that 190 centimeters. So yes, that man marking. I mean, this is the game. It can be seen that Real Madrid wasn't prepared for that Thor moment because definitely over here that man marking to Thor must be made by Rudiger in the matches. That will definitely yield some good results because Chouameni with 185 centimeters going for those headers, that will not be that fruitful. So yes, one early goal for Manchester City, and this is the one early goal for AC Milan in this game. Rafael Leo again moving to the left wings, but yes, that was a block, good one from Militao. Kylian Mbappe trying to dribble in, had that shot, but it was a block from Magnan again. Kylian, get that moment, bro. Kylian needs to. And yes, to make you guys just believe, I will move this mask on the live stream for Real Madrid when Kylian Mbappe is going to score. Unless and until I am going to watch the Real Madrid and the Los Blancos with this black mask only. Because this mask I have taken from Kylian Mbappe. Some kind of injuries for Rudiger, I guess. Kylian had those right footers, but generally Kylian Mbappe goes from those left wings. That is Tchouaméni. He is looking a bit injured, but no, back on his legs. Come on, get up, guys, get up. Much time left on this clock. Real Madrid conceding that early goal, but yes, there are many chances because in the first half, generally there is the visualization of players getting suited to their positions against the team, and in the second half, we will get those comebacks. Just have patience, guys. Don't worry about it. Bellingham moving in, Kylian, Modric, Mendy, Mendy to Vinny. That is Bellingham. Come on, Bellingham. Vinicius trying to find Kylian, but that was a block. So yes, interceptions are going over there from the AC Milan midfield. Just look at that header, guys. It was Valverde, but Tchouaméni just couldn't had, and Eder Militao was there man marking Thor. I mean, Eder Militao is of not that height which Thor is capable of. And yes, Thor scores, but Thor is not a regular scorer or header from AC Milan. But yes, taking about his height advantage, he does that for some instance, and that makes the difference. Paulo Fonseca must be having those good moments early in this first half, but some sort of comeback is needed. Tchouaméni, Modric, Bellingham, Modric again, Valverde, right midfields, Vasquez, Tchouaméni, Rudiger, Militao, Modric, Modric to Mendy, Modric, Vinny, Vinny going for that header. That is a foul in the penalty box. Bellingham has been fouled. Give that a penalty. Bellingham was over there. He was just had a tackle. That was a penalty moment. But yes, then also moments are getting close. Milan looking to have some build-ups. Royal moving to the right backs, to the wings. That is Pulisic with that shock. But straight, that was some sort of rusty moments from Lunin. So what do you guys think that goal from, Thor, was that the mistake of Tchouaméni? Was that the mistake, which it Emilio did, or it was Lunin who had to just get that clearance? What will you say? Was that the defense where Courtois would have been there, Lunin would haven't done, or it would have been the likes of Tchouaméni defending against Thor, or was that the fault of Eder Militao? So what are your thoughts about that? Do just tell us in the chat section. Lille against Juventus is also a 0-0 till now. Liverpool are trying to get those build-ups in the counters. But yes, Leverkusen are not looking in a hurry. Just look at this match. Leverkusen are looking patient in their build-ups, It is Frimpong. He has got Boniface into the box. No, denied. That will be a corner for Leverkusen, I guess. Chouameni, Militao, Vasquez, Valverde. Back to Chouameni, Rudiger, Modric, Vinicius getting for those Bellingham. That is some sort of Valverde moments. No, he was late. Mendy, Bellingham. I can see a goal incoming. That is Vinicius in the block. It is a penalty. Give that a penalty. Give that a penalty. We have got that penalty. It was a challenge. That was Tomori or was that Royal? Who did that challenge? It is a penalty, guys. We have got that penalty moment. Look at Bellingham. He was inside the box. He tried to head to get Valverde. Back to Mendy. Bellingham back to Vinny. That was a tackle. Who was that? Royal it is. Yes, that is the number 22 Royal with that challenge to Vinicius Jr. inside the box. We have got that penalty. Get it converted. But yes, who is going to take that penalty? Is it Kylian or is it Vinny? Take that penalty serious, guys. It has to be that equalizer. Morata is having some words with the referee about that decision. Is the referee going for a VR check? Yes, that is a penalty. He has shown that spot. Just inside the box, AC Milan not having that Champions League moment from that Royal, the defender who didn't have those moments. It is now Magnan who is going one-on-one against, yes, that is Vinny Jr. going to take it. Vinicius is going to take that penalty. Get that equalizer, boys. If you get those penalties, get it done, Vinny, get it. 21 minutes, 43 minutes, seconds of gameplay. Magnan one-on-one against Vinicius Jr. Vinicius is inside the box. He is sweating like hell. Take your time, take your composure, get your character, get that goal. Get that goal, Vinny, come on. You have got that. Referee has blown the whistle. Vinny with his right foot. That is a goal. That is a goal. Lazo Hala Madrid. Vinicius has scored. This is what which you talk about, guys. This is what which you talk about. This is the clinical moments inside the box which you have to be to get it done. If you talk about Real Madrid, you have to be that clinical because football is a game. You have to be technical, and inside the box, if you are going to get those, tackles, then definitely it is a penalty which Paulo Fonseca must get his guys to get that learn very early to be so competitive in the Champions League. Getting goals only from the attacks, getting goals only from the build-ups is not what Champions League is meant. It is all about the mentality, it is about the mindset. You have to play with that. Only playing football and running with it with the dribblings and skills doesn't get you goals. You have to be bit technical in the Champions League. That is what Real Madrid is, and this penalty is just a proof of it. Pulisic with that tackle from Rudiger. Pulisic is looking a bit injured. So yes, Real Madrid has got that equalizer in just 22 minutes, and it is all level at the Santiago Bernabeu, and it is just half time of the first half. Morata is talking to the UEFA officials about some disputed decisions which he thinks, but that is what the mentality is. You have to be that technical, that sound to get those edges. Look at that penalty from Vinicius. It was just a straight. Magnan had that jump to his left, but Vinicius got that so efficiently. with his composure, with his patience. I mean, you guys talk about that Vinicius is that much aggressive, but look at it. He takes that penalty so coolly, so patiently inside the box, and no worries for Ancelotti because in just 22 minutes we have got that equalizer. So yes, the game has resumed. Theo Hernandez. But yes, just look at the likes of Theo Hernandez. He is trying to get Fofana into the gameplay, whereas Reinders is staying a bit high in the attacks. Fofana to Reinders trying to make a build up, but yes, in the midfields, Blancos are too strong. You have to go wide, boys. You have to go wide. You can't get in those chip cut-ins from the middle of the pitch at Santiago. If you have to attack, you have to go from those wide angles. So yes, master plot from Real Madrid in the box of AC Milan, and Milan were just hopeless. They just couldn't get that technical glitch of getting those penalties, because inside the box, if you're going for those challenges, it is damn a penalty decision, and that decision was definitely a good one, no doubts about it. On the other aspect, Liverpool against Leverkusen, still no goals from both the teams. Gakpo trying to get those build-ups in the squad, but no, not much scoring opportunities are seen. Reinders moving in from AC Milan, and to Musa, back to Reinders, Musa, Royal. So yes, Thaw is the player who is staying bit deep, and yes, with the three centre backs which AC Milan has been appointed, the likes of Royal, Theo, and Tomori, they are too fast. Believe me, guys, AC Milan defense, I mean, they are just not those ordinary defensive aspects like other teams in terms of speed. AC Milan defenders, they are having very high speed. I mean, if any chances where Vinicius is getting that ball in the counter attacks, or that is Kylian who is getting those, it will be too difficult for them to overtake the likes of Theo Tomori and Royal, because these three defenders from the Italian AC Milan squad, they are very fast, very speedy defenders, as well as they are built too strong. They have those physicality as well. Vinicius trying to find Mbappe, but that was a missed pass. Magnan. Every time Milan is getting that ball, they are trying to find Rafael Leo against Vasquez. That is what AC Milan will find to get a goal at least from those aspects. And Lucas Vasquez has to just man mark Rafael Leo too good on the right backs. Carvajal is not there, so it is all up left for Vasquez, as well as Valverde has to get those. It is Bellingham, he is into the box, he has got. But what is Bellingham trying to do? He is not trying to just get your head up, son. You have to look where the players are. That was a hasty and fast decision made by Bellingham. Just look at Bellingham. He didn't had. What was Bellingham trying? He tried to hit that post, or he was going for those wide far post passes. Bellingham's head was down, he wasn't looking, so that was a missed pass. Nothing to be judged about it. Bellingham is definitely doing good, and he is making those runs in between Vinicius and Kylian. Kylian is there wide standing, but yes, Paulo Fonesca has got his men spread far to the wings. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Milan players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. That is a deflection, but thank God. Lunin had already made that jump, but the ball was off the nets. That was Theo Hernandez with that left footer. Militao getting his leg to it with that interception. So yes, that was a safe interception from Militao. Pulisic with that left corner with his right foot going for that curl. Is it again Thaw? No, Thaw has been denied. It was again for that centre back Theo. Look at this defense, guys. Eder Militao has proved. That was again Theo, man. That was close. Dong, what a shot that was. It was Randers with that shot. Just look at that shot from Randers. Damn, it was the epic rivalry of AC Milan and dang, again a scoring chance. Milan is doing good. Yes, the epic rivalry of Milan, AC Milan, the Reds and Real Madrid is looking on fire. The players are on fire. That is a tackle inside the box. Damn, Theo is bleeding. Look at that lofted ball from Randers. That was Lunin. Just look at that. This save from Lunin is good. Lunin did that job because he saw that his defenders are not there and it is again Thor getting for those headers and he did that job too good. The previous goal which came from Thor, so whose mistake it was it that Chouameni, was it that Militao, or was it that Lunin just couldn't get that deflection? The first goal came like this only because Milan, for those headers, they are always going for Thor because he is the player. He is 193 centimeters. That is round about 6 feet 4 inches. He is damn tall. He is a giant. But Thor is looking some sort of injury on his head. But is he bleeding? Does that needs a substitution over here? So yes, much of injuries in the first half. At least 7 to 8 minutes of extra time in the first half must be given. That will be too concerning because already we are having those breaks in the first half between Madrid and Milan at the Santiago Bernabeu. On the other hand, Liverpool and Leverkusen, Liverpool has got that free kick that is close. And Alexander Arnold is going to take that free kick. But Liverpool, will they get that goal? So yes, referee has made that decision and it is a goal kick. The game has just again started with that injury break at the Santiago. Mindy. But what? Why the game has again stopped? Milan given that throw. Huge rivalry is going on between AC Milan and Madrid on the pitch. It is quite visible. The players are fighting for those goals. Magnan, that is a missed pass. What is that going on? What has Magnan done? What will that be again a penalty over there? Vinicius Jr. has started those moments, man. I love Vinny Jr. He does that for the spirit of football. So yes, some sort of injuries for Vinicius. I think Magnan must have got those touches. Yes, with his feet, that might be a touch to Vinicius. The boots are quite tough, you know. So yes, Vinicius is solely doing those aspects which is needed, but the likes of Bellingham is also involved. That is Rafael. He has overtaken Vasquez, Chouameni, back to Randers, Randers to Musa, Fofana, Pulisic. No, Mendy has just got that interception. Bellingham trying to move in. Vinny to the left wing. One, two, three, four players from AC Milan against Vinicius. Throw Bellingham. Bellingham got that tackle from Fofana. Fofana and Musa, they are too strong in the midfield. AC Milan players are too strong build guys. And yes, AC Milan are also having those muscle memory of the Champions League in the past 50 years. Vasquez trying to find Valverde, but that is an interception. Rafael Leo moving to the left wings, one-on-one against Militao. Rafael Leo tries to just chip in the ball to the midfield, and that was Randers dropping in with those deep lying moments. Chouameni, Valverde to Vasquez, Madrid, back to Vasquez, Valverde, no, that is Modric, Kylian, Chouameni going for that shot, over ambitious shot from Chouameni at times, but yes, he has also just got those goals many a times, but this was straight for Magnan. Magnan has got that ball. Tho, Royal. So yes, at times Milan are going for those centre back aspects of five in the back, but on the progression they are staying with two on the centre backs. So Paulo Fonesca, he has done those jobs good, and AC Milan are having those gameplays. They are not building up fast, they are having those times which is required, and they are doing decent. But let the first half be over. It is what is the concern. And yes, the Blancos have got those equalizer quite early, which the Milan players just couldn't capitalize to get. That is Musa trying to find Pulisic. So Pulisic is staying a bit into the midfields, with the likes of Musa staying far on the midfields. That is Pulisic. Rafael Leo is inside the box. Damn! That is the second goal. Rafael Leo had that shot. Some sort of deflection from Lunin. Lunin is looking a bit out of form. This is the second time in this game in the first half that Milan has got the lead back. Just look at that miss pass which happened. Pulisic gave it to Rafael Leo. Rafael Leo trying to find Morata, but no, he gets a turn out of it. Straight to Lunin. Lunin had that deflection, but that wasn't just enough. Morata just gets it inside the nets. That shot from Leo wasn't having that power in it, but what that deflection was that from Lunin. So yes, the headline of tomorrow morning will be that Andre Lunin was not in his best of his form. But on the defensive aspects, some sort of mishaps are happening. 40 minutes, 5 minutes plus stoppage time in the first half. Rudiger, Mendy, Vinny, back to Mendy. Look at the midfield positioning of AC Milan. As soon as they have got that goal lead, they are back to their five centre backs staying on the defensive lineup, whereas the likes of four in the middle, whereas Morata has also joined in the midfield. So yes, Italian teams, AC Milan is playing that typical Italian strategy of football down to their defense after that one goal lead. That is a cross from Vasquez. Rudiger was there for those headers. But these are the moments where AC Milan will toe for those counters. No, they are looking deep in their build-up, not hurrying for those moments. It is Musa in the midfield. He has got Royal wide on the right midfields. Back to Musa. Musa back to Thor. Tomori. Reinders. Reinders back to Musa. Musa on the right midfield. There is Royal as well. Pulisic. Reinders. Royal again on the right wings. Pulisic. Pulisic trying to cut in. Damn, that is another chance. That is Pulisic inside the box. But yes, Rudiger getting those defensive aspects quite clear. So yes, not much worries for the Los Blancos because it's only 2 goals. Yes, you don't have to concede much because Milan is not looking lethal from the wings. Most of their gameplays they are trying to build up from the center of the midfield. Rafael Leo, Hernandez, Rafael Leo, back to Theo. Just look at the strength of AC Milan players. That is what I am saying, you guys. Milan players are definitely physically very strong. Kylian, make that run, boy, make that, shoot it. Dang, man. Just look at it. Kylian Mbappe having that speed, but he is against the likes of Tomori and Thor, as well as that of Royal and Theo Hernandez. But look at that speed. That was the number 23 Tomori. He has a great speed as well as Theo. Just look at that height of Theo and his speed. AC Milan defenders are having very high speed, guys. I mean, you just can't imagine that their defense are so fast. Modric, Vasquez, Valverde. Valverde was waiting for those moments from the right midfield. Modric again. That is a corner. Get that equalizer in the first half, boys. This is that moment where Morata is so much offensively aware. Look at that run he was trying to make. What Rafael Leo does that take. Morata with that celebration of 2-1. AC Milan is having a good physicality in their team, guys. If you talk about it, Milan has got that physicality, that strength in the team, and they definitely do those moments too good. But yes, the strength which they have to show is that they have to get those aspects of scoring from the midfields. That is what the technical aspect they want to have. 4 minutes of extra time just being given. So much of injuries were there in the first half. Why only 4 minutes? Good, it is good. It is good for Madrid. Modric on the left midfield. What a shot that was for Modric. So wide. I have never seen Modric hitting that wide. Keep patience, guys. Have those consoles. Have those moments. Don't worry much. There is plenty of time left in for the second half. But yes, don't concede more goals in the first half. Papa Perez as well as Ancelotti has got plans. Don't worry about it. Just stay cool. Have that patience. Valverde winning that tackle. That is a foul. Morata being challenged by Valverde and it is a foul. So yes, the first half of Liverpool and Leverkusen has ended at Anfield and that game has just come to a draw. But Real Madrid and Liverpool and AC Milan is going on over here, whereas the like of Sporting as well as Manchester City is also draw and Sporting Gyökeres has scored that equalizer. So yes, much of worries for the top teams because they have to go for those moments. That is some sort of injuries. Lucas Vázquez looking a bit injured. That was a tackle from Rafael Leo. Look at his right hand. He just had those tackles to him. In the game against AC Milan and Real Madrid, I give you in writing, guys, that at the verge of 70 or the late 80 minutes or in the stoppage time, a fight is going to happen because AC Milan facing Real Madrid every time there is a fight and this is going to happen. Believe me, guys, in this second half of AC Milan and Real Madrid, a brawl, I mean, a street fight is going to happen because this happens most of the times. And we have to witness those moments. Randers, that is throw with that ball, but Milan is looking composed, not trying to go for those high build-ups. They are staying deep in their defense. Tomori, Thaw. Thaw is dribbling past Vinicius. These are the moments Vinicius is, Vinny Jr. is just analyzing these players. So yes, not the best of the performance from Madrid, but yes, talking about AC Milan, they have got this performance. It's already 4 minutes and the referee is going to blow the whistle. Yes, he has. And that is the end of the first half here at Santiago Bernabeu. What a game that was. Just first half of it and so much to talk about it, so much to happen over here. But just have a look over here what happened at Santiago Bernabeu, the first two goals being scored. Just look at it here. It is that first Kylian Mbappe that was a miss. This was the moment which the Los Blancos fans must be getting those moments early, but that didn't come. Hernandez with that left foot, it was saved from Lunin. It was a good save. Modric again a free kick, it was saved. Theo, this header, I mean, if you talk about this header from Theo, was that a defensive mishap from Chouameni, or was that of Ida Militao not getting those header properly, or that was Andy Lunin? I mean, Courtois is injured, so Lunin has been again called. But Lunin had a good performance in the previous season where he just took the Real Madrid so coolly. But whose fault was that? But to talk about this defense, Thor is a player who is 194 centimeters. He is 6 feet 4 inches tall. He is physically strong. He is tall. He got those headers well. So yes, that was a mishap, but Thor took that advantage, and that was his first goal. Mbappe getting again that 13th minute, he couldn't score. Vinicius with that was a save. Pulisic again striking it. Vinicius striking it. Hernandez, Reinders, Thor. So yes, equal opportunities are coming for both the teams. But Milan, just look at this. They have got those 9 shots and 6 on target, whereas Madrid has got 8 shots. So equal opportunities are coming for both the teams, whereas 50% of positions for both of them. So yes, this game is close, guys. AC Milan and Real Madrid is getting close, but yes, in the second half, some sort of gameplays will change for Madrid, where they can be seen doing some sort of trickeries, because this AC Milan team, they are physically strong. They are having the average weight of more than 78 kgs. So after the 68th minutes or the 70th minutes, I give you in guarantee that they are going to get those fresh legs activated, because these strong players won't be just able to take on the Madrid attacks in the latter half after the 68th minutes or the 70th minutes. So that is all about. But yes, do you want any kind of substitutions to be made? I don't think so, because Mendy is doing, I mean, if you talk about Mendy at the left backs, his performance is decent, not that bad. Bellingham is also good, doing too good. Rudiger and Militao are doing decent jobs, whereas Vasquez, he has to perform against Rafael Leo as well as Theo Hernandez. So this right midfield of Madrid, they are staying a bit deep. They are not going for those counters. That is the moment where Rafael Leo as well as Theo Hernandez and the likes of Reinders staying in those inverted positions are getting those chances created. The right midfields of Madrid is lacking a bit. Yes, Mbappe, on the other hand, on the striking aspects, hasn't yet scored. He has got a few chances. He needs to get those chances converted. There are much expectations that he will do. On the other hand, Milan with the likes of Pulisic and Morata as well as Rafael, they are speeding away, but the midfields where Reinders and Fofana are decent, but the defense of Theo and Tomori, they are the fastest defenders of all the leagues. Believe me, guys, Tomori and Theo, as well as the combination of Theo Hernandez and Royal, if you take these 4 defenders combined, they are the fastest of all the European leagues, and they are the strongest and the well built defenders. Milan has got the fastest as well as the strong build defenders of all the European leagues combined. So yes, expectations of substitutions, I don't think so that they are going to make, but yes, later they are the likes of Garcia, Ceballos, Camavinga, Arda Güler, Brahim Diaz, Enrique Rodrigo, they can be seen, but from the Milan's, Tammy Abraham, will he make that, or Okafor, he is that, or Chukwueze will make that appearance, but it will be late. So no need of substitutions, and Ancelotti is definitely not going to make in those substitutions so early. He will wait for those second half moments. On the other hand, Liverpool and Bayer Leverkusen, they are both draw. And talking about their starts, they have got almost that of 58 to 42%. But Liverpool has 9 shots as well as Leverkusen 5. So many big saves have been done on this game. But still, the likes of Florian Wirtz and Boniface not working that for Liverpool in this game. But definitely they are going to do good because Garcia and Palacios are playing those wide attacking positions. Whereas the likes of Duaz and Gakpo is not looking lethal, as well as Salah will make those counter moments after the 68th minutes. So we have to wait for Liverpool and Leverkusen to get some sort of goals in the second half. Sporting CP and Manchester City, just look at it. City got that early goal from Foden in just 4 minutes. But yes, Victor Gyökeres, the man who has been scoring for Ruben Amorim in the squad, he has done that damage in the 38th minute. We will have a compiled details about it a bit later because we were watching that game of Real Madrid and Milan and Liverpool and Bayer Leverkusen. So Sporting CP and Manchester City, they are also both draw in the halftime. Whereas Lille and Juventus, Lille has scored against Thiago Motta's Juventus. So what is happening today? So many. Jonathan David has again scored, and it is Genesio. He is doing those damages. Just look at the performance of Lille. Lille is upsetting big clubs in this Champions League, and it is that sole contribution from this player, Jonathan David. I mean, this is looking amazing. So, but we are going back to this Real Madrid and Milan. So yes, I will also be having a break, guys, just a 2 minute break, and I will be back. Do stay tuned to it. We will be having this watch along going on. Do stay tuned to it. Just within a 1 minute, I will back to the stream. And yes, those of you guys who are watching the stream, do give us those like, those share, and those subscribe moment. It definitely gives a boost to us. It helps us a lot for those motivations and for those guidance. So stay tuned to it, guys. Stay tuned to it. No much worries. Real Madrid, they are going to come back. Leverkusen, they are going to get some goals, as well as the likes of Sporting CP, Ruben Amorim. He is going to make those things look quite good. So yes, stay tuned to it. I will be just back in 1 minute, guys. I will be just back in 1 minute. Stay tuned to it. Oh, good. So we are back over here again, guys. Can we get those moments which are much needed in the first half? Yes, the game has started. Let me just move on to this aspect. The game between Liverpool and Leverkusen has started. So any kind of substitutions for Liverpool and Leverkusen? I don't think so. Yes, there has been no substitutions. Just have these stats over here. Liverpool and Leverkusen has started and no substitutions being made. So yes, both the teams are going on well. The match between Real Madrid and that of Milan hasn't yet started. So just have a watch of this game also, where Liverpool and Leverkusen are doing, both the teams are doing good in the first half, but Liverpool is looking a bit lethal with those chances. Just look at that moment. Yes, guys, we are back for the second half watch along, and yes, the Discord link are given in the video description as well as in the channel description. And those of you who are watching the stream, just get those likes and those share, because those moments are really worth having, and that gives a good boost to us. So let us just switch the lineups. Liverpool hasn't made any substitutions. Sporting CP, and also yes, Victor Gyökeres has got that penalty against Manchester City, and they are up 2 goals. Gyökeres scoring with a penalty, and Araujo also scoring on the 46 minutes. Manchester City is down by 3 goals. This is the most annoying moment which is going to happen. And Lille and Juventus, yes, it has also started. So, but Manchester City are going to get those setbacks, big clubs getting setbacks, Liverpool and Leverkusen. But yes, Real Madrid players are back on the ground and the game is just about to begin. So, who are the big dogs of football? It is definitely going to be a watch. Any substitutions for Madrid? No, no substitutions for Madrid. The second half underway at the Santiago Bernabeu. So this game is going to end the last Real Madrid and AC Milan. The game has started. Milan going for those build-ups. Madrid going for those press. Magnan to Tomori. Theo Hernandez. Vasquez. Any sort of tactical inputs can be seen. No substitutions being made by both the teams. Both the managers are contented, especially to talk about. But yes, Camavinga and Brahim Diaz can be seen on the field. They have made those appearances, and Tchouaméni and Valverde, both of them have been substituted. Tchouaméni and Valverde, that is a huge decision by Ancelotti. Tchouaméni in the midfield, he is being substituted, and that is Camavinga as well as Brahim Diaz making those moves. So yes, Ancelotti is going straight for this game. Vasquez has moved to the... No, he is staying at the right wings. But look at the positioning of Camavinga. Yes, that is what I was saying. AC Milan players are fast and they are physically strong. That is what Ancelotti has made that substitution. He has brought in the fastest of the Camavinga in the midfield, and he has got Brahim Diaz into those attacking aspects. So yes, Bellingham is staying on the likes of Vinicius Jr. with that shot to Magnan. But that was a robust shot. Vinicius just couldn't have that power to it. But yes, it was a good catch from Magnan into his hands. He didn't get those deflections. Again, Rafael Leo is on the target for their counter attacks. Camavinga is staying deep on the midfields. Bellingham. Kylian on the left wings. Trying to cut in. Back to Bellingham. Bellingham has been there. Mendy. Mendy trying to find some back passes to Camavinga in the build-up. Modric, he has found Bellingham, is there with that shot. What a miss that is, Bellingham, come on. What a class pass that was from Modric. Just look at that. Modric just had that thing so good. That was a good lofted pass from Modric, but Bellingham, he just needed to have those patience to wait for and get those build-ups in the attacks, but he tried for those left footers and he just couldn't get that control to that shot. Yes, Liverpool and Leverkusen, no substitutions for both the teams, as well as Manchester City is down by 2 goals. Sporting CP Ruben Amorim has scored thrice, and adding to that, Gyökeres has also got a penalty. Lille and Juventus with that sole goal from Jonathan David is on the verge of 52nd minutes. So yes, Ancelotti has made those substitutions. It does give us a view of the match which is going on, is that the AC Milan players were doing good in the first half and they have done those critical damages early. So comeback moments for Madrid waiting to be incoming in this game at Santiago. Rudiger to Mendy. Mendy trying for Vinicius. No, it is Bellingham making those runs. Talking about the Milan defense, let me tell you once again, guys, that the Milan defense is the fastest and the strongest of all the leagues combined. I mean, if you guys believe me or not, but this is the fact. AC Milan defense of Thor, Royal, Tomori and Hernandez, they are the fastest and physically speaking, they are the strongest. I mean, on any day, they can just get any team. And Paulo Fonesca, with this defensive aspect, he is doing good. Let me take you to the Milan, what they have performed. Just have a look at it, the performance of Milan. I mean, AC Milan, their fixtures, they lost to Napoli. Monza, they had a win. Real Madrid, this is going on. So Paulo Fonesca must be having those worries because he has got those losses against Leverkusen in the Champions League. They got a loss. Against Liverpool also they got a loss. So two of the major games which Milan got, they had their losses. Against Club Brugge, that was a decent win. But in the game against Leverkusen, Milan has got those opportunities and they were looking lethal, but it was Leverkusen who were lucky and they got their chances. This is the fourth game which Milan is facing and that is Real Madrid. But just look at it, against next Champions League fixture they are having against Slova Bratislava, as well as the other aspects of Red Star Belgrade and that of Girona. So yes, the three fixtures and that of Dinamo Zagreb. So the three of the most, expectations from Paulo Fonseca's team in the Champions League, where they needed those performances. Two of them they have lost, and this is the third one against the Los Blancos, where they are doing their game. But this table, just look at it, teams are dropping down, and Sporting CP, if they get this win, they will be on the top of the table. Liverpool with this draw are on the second. Aston Villa, they have a game to play. But look at Lille, they have played 4 3 wins, 1 loss. Definitely, guys, Champions League are long, much long to go. Excuse me for my sneezing on the stream. So this is what it stands over here. Let's go back to the watch along where we were witnessing those matches. And yes, guys, those of you who are watching the stream, do give us those likes, those share, and those subscribe. It definitely boosts our confidence a lot. So yes, that was a good save from Lunin. So yes, Lunin is looking back, coming to his form, where he was a bit lacking in the first half. Milan still having that lead at Santiago, and it's 54 minutes of gameplay with 2 substitutions by Ancelotti in early in the second half. But yes, scoring opportunities are not coming easy for the Los Blancos. Milan are really doing too good. Vasquez to Modric, Chouameni, Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz has got that possession. But in the midfields, the likes of Musa Fofano and Randers, they are doing good. They are not giving those comfort moments for Los Blancos. Bellingham with that challenge, but that is off for a throw. Camavinga to Bellingham, Modric, Rudiger, Militao, Vasquez. Just look at this AC Milan formation. When they have got that goal, they are typical. They are that typical. Serie A team, the Italian teams, where they just defend so deep, and it becomes too difficult. Italians are really the big dogs of any championship, wherever, whichever league you play. They are so hard to predict, and they can make those moves with some of their just simple passes and simple crosses. Vasquez to the right wings, Bellingham, Diaz on the edge of the box. He's trying to dribble. That is Theo Hernandez. He is moving. That is Rafael Leo also on the wings. Will he go for him? Yes, he has got Rafael Leo inside the box, but that was some mistake by Rafael Leo, and he couldn't just get it converted. So yes, Milan are going for those fast counters. Bellingham, Vasquez, back to Bellingham. Kylian is there, but that is a missed pass from Bellingham. Bellingham just couldn't find Bellingham in this game. If you talk about, he has made those moves, but definitely he needs to make those passes where Kylian Mbappe is loose. Rafael Leo again on the counters. Will he go for those cut-in moments? No, that was a tackle from Rudiger. Save to Camavinga. So yes, Milan is looking a bit spread in their attacks. but the likes of 7 players are staying. Kylian Mbappe is solely trying to go for the left wings. But what are the backups where Kylian Mbappe is getting? I mean, just have a look in this game. Bellingham with that left footer in the box. Bellingham just had those moments. Some sort of technicalities are needed in the midfield of, Madrid. They are not looking that lethal. They have to prove. Oh my God, Liverpool has scored. Who is that? It has Jones or Luis Diaz. Liverpool has scored against Leverkusen. Just look at it. Liverpool has scored. Alexander Arnold gave it in the midfield. That was some sort of defensive error from Tepsova. He just couldn't man mark Luis Diaz. And what a chip classic shot finish was that from Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz gets that so good. That was a good chip shot from Luis Diaz and he gets it converted so good. Classic finish from Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz has made his marks and Liverpool are up by 1 goal. This is damn critical. We are having the watch along of so many teams. AC Milan is having that position. They have got Fofana and Musa in the midfields. Tomori back to Magnan. Back passing seeming from Magnan, but no, he has got Theo Hernandez. Theo Hernandez, a pass that is from Pulisic. Rafael Leo. Royal moving. No, he has passed. That is Pulisic inside the box. Back to Royal. Musa and Fofana are staying deep in their defense. Theo, Reinders, Royal on the right wings. Against Mendy, trying to get that center pass to Pulisic. Kylian Mbappe has got that ball. Will he go for that shot? Get that shot, Kylian. But he was going for Vinny Jr. Italian defense, if they are up by 1 goal, it is damn so difficult to get that goal against them. They play like the big dogs. Hernandez, Reinders, Magnan, Fofana. Fofana has got Tomori, Theo Hernandez, Reinders, Pulisic, back to Reinders, Tomori, Reinders again, Theo Hernandez. Look at that tackle from Tomori. You believe me or not, guys, AC Milan defense, they are the fastest and the strongest. Kylian Mbappe to Vinny on the right wings. That was Brahim Diaz moving for those counters. And Liverpool has scored. Mohamed Salah. Just look at that header from Gakpo. Leverkusen defense is getting exposed at Anfield. And it is that moment Arne Slot is celebrating and Liverpool is doing those damages for Xavi Alonso's Leverkusen. So yes, Manchester City on, just look at it guys. I mean, what a gameplay it is going. Liverpool are up by 2 goals at Anfield against Leverkusen, and Leverkusen has no reply. Luis Diaz and Gakpo, just 5 minutes, they have scored back to back. Whereas Sporting CP against Manchester City, they are up by 2 goals lead. Whereas that of Lille and Juventus, Juventus has scored and it is Vlahovic who has got that penalty and he has got those scores leveled. But Lille is performing too good. I mean, you can't just deny Jonathan David of a goal in the Champions League. He is scoring for all the big teams. But we are having this watch along where Real Madrid is facing Milan. Only a sole penalty goal from Vinicius which stands over here. Militao had that shot. No, that was a tackle, I guess. Vinicius Jr. is looking a bit agitated with those time-wasting management policies from AC Milan. Just look at Alvaro Morata. Morata is back on his feet. But yes, what do you guys think that only 4 minutes of extra time in the first half? There were so many injury moments in the first half in the game where Real Madrid and AC Milan are playing. Only 4 minutes were given. And now also there are some kind of injuries. So refereeing does need to have those moments. Magnan with that clearance. Ball is off for a throw. Vasquez, Militao. Rudiger, Brahim Diaz, Kylian, Vasquez, Militao. Bellingham getting that tackle. No, it was a tackle from Reinders to Brahim Diaz. So yes, the rivalry of AC Milan and Real Madrid is looking so good over here. Kylian with that cross. Was that Militao? Yes, Eddie Militao was there for that tackle. If you have to score against the Italian teams, then you have to get into their box to score. Royal with that throw. Rudiger has got clearance. Reinders trying to find Rafael Leo. He has got him. That is the yellow card for Lucas Vasquez. How is this game going? I mean, what are those strategies which needs to be built up? Because Real Madrid is looking a bit down in their midfields. Rafael Leo on the left wings. Damn, just look at Pulisic. Back to Rafael Leo. That is a corner for AC Milan again. Pulisic going to take that for corner for AC Milan. Damn, Morata had that touch. But that was just the first post deflection from Lunin. Offside for Rafael Leo. Back to Vasquez. Morata had that touch to that corner from Pulisic. Just look at it. AC Milan, they are doing things. I mean, they are looking lethal. So Pulisic and Morata, both of the players, they have got that substitution. Loftus-Cheek and Tammy Abraham, the players in for AC Milan. So yes, two substitutions being made. Loftus-Cheek, he has come in for Pulisic and Tammy Abraham for Morata. That is what Paulo Fonseca has done. Yes, on the other hand, if you talk about the game, Liverpool and Leverkusen, and there have been substitutions where Hoffman has come in for Palacios as well as Robert Enrique coming in for Garcia. Xavi Alonso has made those midfield of Palacios and Garcia changing with the likes of Hoffman and Enrique. So going for those fast counters. And yes, Arne Slot has made that substitution where Curtis Jones has been substituted and Szoboszlai has come to the ground at the verge of 74 minutes. Sporting CP is still down. I mean, they are up by 2 goals against Manchester City. City is down with injuries and they haven't yet got any type, whereas Lille and Juventus are also on level scores. But what is going to be the result of this? Real Madrid Vinicius Jr. is seen just looking a bit aggressive. These are the moments he needs for those comeback. Rudiger, Militao, Vasquez. I mean, just look at this. I mean, in the midfield from the Real Madrid, the players are not getting those position good, whereas the likes of Musa, Fofana, and Reinders, they are doing good in the midfields. Reinders from Netherlands, he got a very good performance in the UEFA Nations League as well. Damn, that is the third goal. I told you Rafael Leo was that aggressive. And Randers had those performances. Randers is a too good player. Randers was supposed to be on the summer transfers for Real Madrid 3 years back. It was Zinedine Zidane who had told that Randers was that player who was having those efficiencies, and Randers was on the checklist. But look at it, I was telling it wide at times that Rafael Leo against Lucas Vasquez, that was going to be some sort of mistake. The right back unavailability of Dani Carvajal is costing this a huge setback. But yes, there are still opportunities. There can be a comeback. AC Milan are having a good redemption as well as a good revenge. Both the teams are of those rivalries against each other, and the likes of Randers in the midfield, he is performing too good. Bellingham, yes, he has been substituted. Rodrigo and Vasquez, I guess. Yes, two changes. Bellingham and Mendy are out. That is Garcia, who is coming onto the left backs, as well as Rodrigo is going to be there. So yes, Real Madrid are going for those wide attacks. They need those moments to be high up on the pitch. Come on, guys, you have to do it. Garcia with the likes of Vinicius Jr. Vasquez on the right wings against Theo Hernandez. Brahim Diaz with his left footer trying to find Vinicius Jr. No. In the headers, in the crosses, you are not going to get a goal against AC Milan because their defense is the fastest, their defense is the strongest, and they have got the tallest players of all the leagues. That was Vinicius Jr. inside the box, but it was a missed pass. Damn, it is the fourth goal incoming. Loftus Cheek, Rafael Leo, Tammy Abraham. No. Rudiger gets that interception. Thank God. That interception was good from Rudiger. So yes, the likes of Loftus Cheek, he is the fastest, one of the fastest, as well as the likes of Tammy Abraham. They can also get those goals if required. Musa got that clearance against Kylian Mbappe. Camavinga. That is Kylian Mbappe. No, just off the post. Vinicius dribbling in, tries to cut in to the center of the box, but some sort of interception. Militao got that, had a chance, but that touch was not that good. Camavinga with his left foot. So yes, this is the moment I'm talking about. Madrid has to get into the box of Milan. Because if you go for those headers, you are not getting. Just look at that first touch from Reinders, the third goal for Milan. I mean, he got that first left footer, and that shot was so perfect. It was just in between the legs of Mendy. Mendy was that goalkeeper who did those performances in the previous season for Real Madrid, and Ancelotti was too decisive about him in the summer transfers. He wanted to be a regular player at Madrid. So finally, Rafael has been substituted, and it is Okafor. He is also damn fast. I mean, Okafor is also one of the fastest. AC Milan has got fast players. They have got physicality. They are playing like that. They are not making, I mean, much good moves. Whereas it is some of the Madrid players are not doing that good, which is required for the Champions League moments. So the likes of Chukwueze, Tammy Abraham, as well as that of Okafor on the attacks for AC Milan. But definitely Madrid must go for those equalizers. Still there is 10 minutes plus stoppage time. Kylian Mbappe to the right wings. Militao, Garcia, he has found Rodrigo. Yes, no. Vinicius Jr. trying to cut in. AC Milan defense is looking so strong, guys. AC Milan defense is looking so strong. Rodrigo with that right footer. What a save from Magnan. Just look at it. This is what Rodrigo is capable of. Rodrigo with that right footer. No, but that shot was not far off the post. But yes, a good save from Magnan. Theo Hernandez. That is Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham is a very tall player. Garcia on the left wings. That is Rodrigo. He is trying to just cut in against Theo. Look at that height of Theo. I mean, he's a giant, super giant. Theo is a giant player. I mean, he is a German international playing at AC Milan. Talking about this player, Theo, just have a look at it. I mean, he is from the graduate academy of Schalke. He is at Milan for the past 2 years. Definitely, he was also on the list of Bayern's transfers, but he is at AC Milan at present. And yes, on the other hand, Liverpool has scored their third goal against Leverkusen. Madrid with that corner. Oof. AC Milan with those tall defenders are just denying Madrid of any chances in the box with the crosses. Magnan with that save, that is the second goal. Rudiger has scored it. Come on, guys, we need those equalizers. One more to go. This is the moment we were just waiting. So late in the second half, it came. Magnan got that deflection, but it was straight to Rudiger. That is a lucky goal. That is a lucky goal. Rudiger got it and he just hit straight to the nets. No errors from Rudiger. Just look at this competition. I mean, the goals are coming from these center backs. I mean, how tough is this game? I mean, talk about the goals. Vinicius scoring for the penalties. That was a penalty, and Rudiger getting that chance. He is that center back. But yes, talking about Morata and Reinders from AC Milan, they have really done that job. Rudiger has got that second goal. Go for that equalizer, son. Get that third goal incoming. What? Is that an offside? I don't think so. Is the referee going in for some VAR? No, that was no offside. The goal must stand. What sort of VAR is this? Rudiger was inside. We are being checked. I mean, the referee of this game on field is the likes of Slavko Vinkic. Hope he makes those decisions good. Take your time. Don't waste your decisions with this VAR. This goal must stand. Yes, that is a goal. What? No goal? Offside? What the heck? What the heck was that? Who was offside and what had just happened? Dang! All the decisions are going so wrong against the Los Blancos. 84 minutes, 6 minutes plus stoppage time. Get those two goals. It is the need of the hour. And yes, talking about Liverpool and Leverkusen, Liverpool has just crushed Xabi Alonso's Leverkusen at Anfield with 3 goals. So just close that watch along. We will be just watching this Real Madrid and Milan. So yes, Dani Ceballos has come to the pitch and some sort of substitutions being made by Ancelotti late in the second half. Fofana has been given that yellow card. But yes, that was some kind of offside into it. What is the need of this hour? What is this refereeing going on? Give those goals. At least they are scoring for it. Bad times for the Los Blancos. Back to defeats in the Champions League. But get that equalizer, guys. Get that. Militao with that interception. Camavinga. Move to the defense, guys. Move to the defense. I mean, what type of playmaking is this? Ceballos. Garcia. Rodrigo. Back to Ceballos. Garcia, left wings. Corner. That is the corner. Give that corner. Yes, that is. Get that corner. Don't go for those headers because AC Milan players are just too damn physically strong and they have the highest, tallest players. Damn, why are they going for those headers? This is the mistake which is happening. To get a header against AC Milan is the toughest job. Look at the height of the players. Look at their defense. Damn, that offside to Rudiger? Hawk. Was that an offside? That was close. But yes, if the VR has given that offside is an offside, no worries about it. Militao, interception, Camavinga, Brahim Diaz. But yes, Camavinga in the midfield is not looking that good. Instead, Mendy must have been substituted. Chouameni must have stayed, and Camavinga would have just opted for those left back positions. This is the right backs and left backs the concern for Madrid, which was there in the previous season as well as in this season. These two are getting bit disheartening. Lucas Hernandez, what a speed! Okafor! Damn, Lunin saved it. I told you guys Okafor is one of the fastest. Chukwueze, Okafor, they are the fastest, and if you having a bad day against them, then you can't do anything. Milan is definitely having those fastest players. They do those damages. And yes, Paulo Fonseca, he has got those defeats in the Champions League, so he is definitely going for those games. Theo Hernandez, just look at his pass. Those two running, Theo Hernandez as well as Okafor, so fast. I mean, Rudiger was nowhere near for that tackle, but it was Garcia who just saved it. Lunin also had some contributions to it. Ceballos to Vasquez, Camavinga, Ceballos. Get those passes early, guys. Don't hold that ball too far. Garcia, Rodrigo, Camavinga, Kylian outside the box going for that cross. Just Rudiger was so damn close. Header from Vinicius. What that was. Header from Vinicius just denied. Look at that cross from Garcia. Vinicius just got that touch to it. Magnan with that shot. Militao. Move to the wings, guys. Move to the wings. Where every center AC Milan players are in the mid part of the defense, and look at every players are in the midpoint. Go to the wide areas. Damn, yaar. Brahim Diaz, Kylian Mbappe, shot it. Camavinga to Vasquez. Rudiger, no, that is Vinicius on the left wings. Rodrigo is also there. Go to Rodrigo. Rodrigo, what have you done, man? Go for those wide areas. From the defense, you are not giving to get it from the midfield, guys. Give those low crosses from the... That is the third goal. Damn, Brahim Diaz again denied. What a save from Magnan that is. What are you doing, Magnan? Give that goal. Why are you saving this? Garcia with that cross. Look at Magnan, man. Damn, he is saving like hell. I mean, Magnan doing those saves, just look at him. But yes, that was too straight. Brahim Diaz getting those shots. I mean, that header. It was not that deflection which could prove lethal for Magnan. 6 minutes of extra time, I mean stoppage time being awarded. But that is less. Talking about the injuries and the breaks which were given. Garcia moving in. Rodrigo. That was Musa with that challenge. In the midfields, Musa, Fofana and Reinders, they have done a very good job. So yes, Emerson Royal and Musa, they are being substituted late by Paulo Fonesca. A time waste policy for those substitutions coming late on the second minute of the stoppage time. AC Milan winning at the Santiago. Dang. Back to back losing two games. One against the Barcelona and the other against AC Milan. Get one goal at least, guys. 2.5 minutes left. Camavinga to the left wings has got Vinicius one on one trying to dribble. That is, what is that from Militao? What is happening in this game? Is this game fixed? I mean, look at that shot from Militao. He was just so wide open in that space. How can you hit it so high? This must is going to stay. If Real Madrid is not going to win, I mean, Kylian Mbappe is not going to score for as many matches as it may come, this mask is going to stay. As many times I am going to watch this Real Madrid play, this mask is going to stay as long as Kylian Mbappe is not scoring. But yes, talking about AC Milan, they have played their best. They haven't done those mistakes. They have done those pen paper work so good, and they have played. Vinicius Junior, get that cross. Loft it. Corner. That is a corner incoming. Don't go for those crosses, guys. You won't get that header against those tall defenders. Kylian with that shot. What a shot that was. Damn, that player, he is injured. Who is that? Tammy Abraham? What a shot that was from Kylian. It was a goal, guys. It was a goal. What a shot from Kylian Mbappe that was. I mean, just look at it. He has a fall to the ground with that interception from his header. Stay on the field, guys. Stay on the stadium. Why are you just leaving it? That is a good play from AC Milan, and they have done it. No worries about it. Look at that speed from Tammy Abraham. I mean, how fast he is. Just go for Rodrigo. He is wide over there. Oof. Rodrigo. Rudiger was close. 6 minutes of stoppage time is up. This game is going to be the second defeat of this season, as well as the first one of the Champions League for the Los Blancos, and the referee is going to blow the whistle very soon. AC Milan has really played well, guys. And yes, that is the blow of whistle. Paulo Fonesca's team. I mean, if you say AC Milan played that typical game, which was just the need of the hour, because of all the things which was needed in this game is that there was, I mean, just look at it, guys. I mean, here are the things which are talking so much about it. About these scoring opportunities, there were many, but a total of 23 shots. I mean, just look at it. The finishing is not on that prowl from Kylian Mbappe as well as Vinicius Jr. in this game. There were 23 shots, 10 on target. I mean, that is ridiculous. If you ask me to believe, then this was really ridiculous. Because having so many shots, and then also you haven't just got those edges, 10 on target, but yes, Magnan got those saves too good. I mean, overall, if we are talking about it, there were so many passes, fouls, as well as total shots were so many. I mean, just look at it, guys. 23 shots taken, 10 on target. But yes, they were not that clinical. The front line of Mbappe, Bellingham was not looking that so good. Vinicius Jr. was not that good. And in this lineup, just look at AC Milan. I mean, they have played this game so good. In the Serie A table, just look at their stats, guys. They have won, I mean, the table where Milan is at the 7th position. Just look at it, they have won 50% of their games. Whereas in the Champions League, if you talk about Milan, they have got those defeats. The first one was that of against Liverpool in the Champions League, where they got that defeat. The second was against Leverkusen, they won their third against Club Brugge. So Paulo Fonesca was on tremendous pressure, and they had a defeat against Antonio Conte's Napoli in the Serie A. So this is it. In this game against Real Madrid, it was a win much needed because their previous three fixtures they had got those two losses, and this was the game they need those performances because in the latter parts Bratislava is there where they can get a comfortable win. Red Star Belgrade and the likes of Girona, as well as on the end of the draws there is Dinamo Zagreb also. So yes, not much of the toughest fixtures for Milan upcoming in the Champions League, and they have done the job which they had to do. But talking about this Real Madrid team, I mean, Modric was making those moves, but he was not looking that lethal. Tchouaméni was not doing that good, but Tchouaméni must have stayed. I mean, the substitution of Tchouaméni and bringing in the likes of Camavinga and Brahim Diaz going for those attacks because the AC Milan players were staying with those five defensive lineups were looking bit critical, and that is what the change Ancelotti made, and it was just on the verge of 46 minutes. It was quite evident that Ancelotti was seen under pressure from Milan's midfield presence. That is why he changed those. But as on the left backs and right backs, Vasquez and Mendy, they were not good against Pulisic, Rafael Leo, Reinders, Morata. But talking about AC Milan, the first goal came from Theo. That was the moment because Theo is one of the tallest defenders. I mean, he is 194 centimeters. If you see Theo, his stats, just look at his height. He is 191 centimeters. I mean, 6 feet 3 inches. Too big, too big, and he is only 23 years. And yes, the defensive lineup of Theo and Tomori, they are so fast, they are physically so strong. Emerson Royal, he is such a strong player, he is so fast. Theo Hernandez, I mean, he's so fast. See, AC Milan has got that squad. They have got those defeats in the Serie A as well as in the Champions League. But they have got those chances converted well. That was the efficiency. But in this game, talking about as a whole, that was the best playmaking from Vinicius, who was only seen, as well as Kylian Mbappe was doing good. Apart from these two, all of the midfields as well as some performances from Lunin. But yes, all mistakes for Lunin can't be, because that first goal which Lunin conceded, was that a mistake from Militao, or it was Chouameni who was doing those man marking, or it was supposed to be Lunin getting those just converted. I mean, getting two defeats is really too shameful, man. It is really shameful. In the previous game, there was a defeat, and yes, again, that defeat which is coming, that is also, I mean, so much to just explore in this game. But yes, should we look at the other stats? What are the other stats which we must? Just look over here, guys. I mean, the game where Liverpool and Leverkusen, over here, I mean, Liverpool and Leverkusen, that was a 4-goal defeat where Leverkusen were just outclassed. And this was something Xavi Alonso must not be expecting. Luis Diaz scoring that hat trick, getting those goals. And yes, over here, Sporting CP scoring 2 penalties for Gyökeres. He also getting that hat trick. Man. And yes, Lille against Juventus, that was David and Vlahovic. So total of 1 penalty, 3 penalties. Damn, 4 penalties today, man. There were 4 penalties taken today. I mean, the most insane match this was. Just look at it. I mean, this was the most insane match. How could this happen? How is that possible? Just look on these aspects. Diaz scoring those hat tricks, that was damn. Gyökeres scoring hat trick, that was damn. Champions League is those moments, guys, where many things are happening. Definitely many things are happening in the Champions League due to these fixtures. I mean, so many things happening over here. But how can you just deny the champions of winning? This has really something to make. And what a performance this was from Milan. They really nailed this team. This was really something which they were expecting. Liverpool's greatest night and Real Madrid faces. That was something which was required. Something was required in this game. I mean, how can you just deny these aspects over here? I mean, everything there was annoying. Sporting CP destroying Manchester City, Lille getting those good goals from David, Liverpool getting it under Arne Slot. Arne Slot is doing so good. Real Madrid losing against Milan. I have nothing to say, man. I have nothing to say. Really, there is nothing left for me to say. Yes, the night that shocked the world because Liverpool's greatest trump and Real Madrid and Manchester City lost. So this is what it is. That is all about left in this. I mean, nothing can be said. What move can you expect from your team? Definitely, there was something which could have been done. But talking about Real Madrid, I mean, back to back defeat. This is huge, guys. This is huge. And yes, I am not going to remove this mask unless and until there is some sort of Kylian Mbappe scoring in this game. But from the midfields, there were some sort of setbacks also. Nothing much left. so much to do in this game, so much to be expected. And Liverpool getting those edges. Look at Luis Diaz. I mean, 61st minute, 83rd minute, 92nd minute. Those were the real moments. I am trashed. I am down trashed. I have nothing to say. I mean, neither of any of my teams have done anything good. I can't sleep tonight. This is really going to be, I mean, damn annoying because you really have to wait for those things. There is nothing left for me to say. Madrid is getting those annoying defeats one on one with the likes of Ford. I mean, just can you imagine a total of 23 shots were taken? I mean, how can you just deny 23 shots to get a goal and only 3 big chances, whereas Milan got those 14 shots and then also they got those things converted. I'm really going to end this stream, guys, because this is really getting too annoying. I can't take this anymore. This was really too, I mean, upset night. Many things happened, many things were required, but then also no win means that was nowhere to be just needed. Anyways, we will be having the compiled analysis of what happened in today's game. Tomorrow morning we will definitely get it published. Do stay tuned to it, guys. And yes, those of you who are watching this stream, do just give us those likes and those share moments. It definitely gives those boost which is required. What is the need of the hour? So yes, Liverpool fans must be enjoying a lot. The night that shocked the world, Liverpool's greatest triumph and loss for Real Madrid. That is what it looks good. Let it be there. And yes, those moments we will enjoy. Till then, bye bye guys. We just want to end this team and stop it. Tomorrow we will be having those watch alongs. Do join us on the Discord servers as well as the compiled video of all the matches for today which we had in the Champions League. A complete analysis of those matches will also be done. So yes, do stay tuned guys. Till then, keep going.